What's good, y'all? Dave here, Colossal Fitness, and today I'm going to take y'all through a simple shoulder routine that's going to involve mobility, a little bit of movement, a little stability, and some positional work for your shoulders to keep them nice and healthy. Now, if you're looking for a fundamental understanding of why your shoulders are unhealthy, I have a separate YouTube explaining that, okay? I also have a joint-by-joint decompression video that could also be really good that you just kind of need to move. These are going to be exercises that you can be thrown in during your workout as far as like a movement routine, before your workout to prehab for let's say a big pressing workout, and also just any time throughout the day if you want to get a little extra movement, add a little bit more frequency to your movement. Okay, first up, you're going to need a little PVC pipe. It's going to help send our shoulders through rotation, okay? Now what we want to do first up, take a nice strong grip. We want to be nice, we want to be loose, okay? Nice strong grip. Keep the elbows straight. Keep our abs silent. We don't want to get any torquing motion. Over here, all the way up, all the way around. You feel your biggest stretch coming up and around the back side. What you want to watch out for is flaring, okay? Keep the body still as we come up and around, okay? A couple sets of 10, help loosen it up, okay? Then take it around the back, palms facing forward. And you come up and over and forward. See, it was a lot of stretch through my wrists and through my elbows, okay? As we go throughout our normal day and we get internally rotated from being on the phone, computers, all the above, this is gonna help externally rotate the elbows and the wrists to really decompress those and help them loosen up. Alright, so a big reason a lot of people have really tight shoulders is the lack of being able to get a full overhead position without arching, or they're just limited, period. Now that limitation occurs in the lats and the triceps. Now you can mix this in with some soft tissue work with a lacrosse ball or a foam roller. I'm not going over soft tissue work today, okay? But this stretch, again, you've got a PVC pipe, put your elbows at the end of the bench, take a nice strong grip, okay? Now I'm going to show the exercise and I'll break it down. There you go. So, two main things to look out for when you're doing that. You want to keep your hands about a good foot apart, okay? You want to make sure, as we're arched down, we're not arching our back like crazy. Keep your abs in. What that's going to do is you're crunching your bicep in, and in that shoulder extension, it's forcing your triceps and your lats to relax and stretch as we contract our biceps. So over time, that's going to open up the length of the back of your triceps and shoulders, and hopefully open up those shoulders. Yeah. All right, next up, we're going to do an exercise called the halo. Now, this is pretty popular in the gym these days. People use from dumbbells to kettlebells to weight plates to Indian clubs. I'm going to show you with a plate today, okay, just a standard Olympic plate, but we want to make sure there's a few things that we go over before we get into it. First up, we want to make sure that we're not, as we're doing the halo, getting into some arching and losing our core integrity. We want to make sure our trunk is nice and stable. We don't want to get any lateral shifting or any kind of weird movement during the halo, okay? So all you're going to do is stay right here, reach all the way around, let it hang to the back side of you, bring it forward, all the way back side, and forward. You do 10 one direction, and you do 10 the other direction. Now what it's doing is taking your shoulders through internal and external rotation under a little bit of load. Again, it can be done during use a heavier load during a workout, or a lighter load before a workout to help prehab for the next exercise. Alright, next up I'm going to show you a simple floor exercise, and what this is going to do is allow us to put our shoulder into extension. It's a body weight exercise to help us with a little bit of that positional work. That's what I mean by extension. Extension also, again, is get your shoulder behind the body. Again, so often we're forward, we want to get some strength with the hands behind the body. Now what you do is open up the fingers, feet nice and flat, okay? Drive your shoulders down and back, twisting your elbows out, or your elbow pits out, not down and in. Twist them out, open up the chest. We're going to drive our pelvis high. Count for a 2 count, then back down. Good. Now it's going to open up a lot of the front of the shoulder, get the back of the shoulder nice and fired up. Should be a good little extension workout, a warm up for your workout. Alright, next up we have the kettlebell bottoms up press. Now this can be a stability, strength driven exercise. Now over time this can be a really great exercise to load pretty heavy to again keep challenging the stability of the shoulder. This is one I recommend to anybody coming off any kind of shoulder injury and they're looking to start loading the shoulder, and or maybe your shoulder is a little weak and you get pain, okay? Now what you do is grab a kettlebell, flip it upside down. Now I'm in a half kneeling position, you can be standing, whatever works, okay? I like this position better. You drive all the way up, Okay? Simple 10 to 12 reps on each side, should be good to go. The reason this works really well is it being stability driven first. Obviously I'm balancing the kettlebell upside down. It's gonna make my serratus and all those little tiny muscles around the shoulder work a little extra harder to balance the weight, more so than maybe me just driving big prime mover, which over time can irritate the shoulder if all the little muscles aren't working correctly. So whether you have good healthy shoulders already or you don't have healthy shoulders right now, that's a great exercise, press variation if you're looking for that, okay? Alright, so this last one's a little bit of a bonus. I don't expect a lot of people to try this, but I do promise a lot more people have the ability to do this, but they may be a little nervous, a little bit scared, a little apprehensive because it looks a little bit intimidating, and that's to skin the cat. Now, skin the cat is going to be the exercise that looks like that. Now, why do I like it so much first? Now, when you get to that full extension and your arm is hanging, it is going to decompress your biceps, your anterior delt, the entire front line down your brachials, like it's really tight and inflamed over time. Now, it's going to decompress it, but it's also under a little bit of a load. So not only is it decompressing it, but that decompression is going to last because now your body's going to get strong in that lengthened out position rather than it just being stretched. Okay, that's why I like it. Okay, now, how do we get there? Because I know that's intimidating for a lot of people. One, no matter what, throughout the entire exercise, I need you breathing. Constant oxygen in and out. Do not tense up and hold your breath. That's gonna be the first mistake, okay? Because that's gonna make your body not be able to move. Next is just practice hanging and coming down to your feet. So, pull up. And then just catch yourself right there, right on your feet. Just practice that over and over, okay? Then from there, we can also do, I'm gonna turn around this way. Just put yourself in this position artificially without doing the whole flip. Just practice hanging. Now you're going to learn what that tension feels like, again, without going through the whole move. But again, that one, you may want to call me or call any coach, have you be step through that. But over time, it'll be a really good exercise. I do that every single time I'm in the gym. I have it almost all my clients that can do that, we do that to warm up every day. Doesn't matter, it's just to really help open up the shoulders. Alright, so this last one's a little bit of a bonus. I don't expect a lot of people to try this, but I do promise a lot more people have the ability to do this, but they may be a little nervous, a little bit scared, a little apprehensive because it looks a little bit intimidating, and that's to skin the cat. Now, skin the cat is going to be the exercise that looks like that. Now, why do I like it so much first? Now, when you get to that full extension and your arm is hanging, it is going to decompress your biceps, your anterior delt, the entire front line down your brachials, like it's really tight and inflamed over time. Now, it's going to decompress it, but it's also under a little bit of a load. So not only is it decompressing it, but that decompression is going to last because now your body's going to get strong in that lengthened out position rather than it just being stretched. Okay, that's why I like it. Okay, now, how do we get there? Because I know that's intimidating for a lot of people. One, no matter what, throughout the entire exercise, I need you breathing. Constant oxygen in and out. Do not tense up and hold your breath. That's gonna be the first mistake, okay? Because that's gonna make your body not be able to move. Next is just practice hanging and coming down to your feet. So, pull up. And then just catch yourself right there, right on your feet. Just practice that over and over, okay? Then from there, we can also do, I'm gonna turn around this way. Just put yourself in this position artificially without doing the whole flip. Just practice hanging. Now you're going to learn what that tension feels like, again, without going through the whole move. But again, that one, you may want to call me or call any coach, have you be step through that. But over time, it'll be a really good exercise. I do that every single time I'm in the gym. I have it almost all my clients that can do that, we do that to warm up every day. Doesn't matter, it's just to really help open up the shoulders. Alright, so this last exercise isn't much of an exercise as much as it's just a simple decompression and stretch. Now what is it? It's going to be hanging. We're going to hang in two different positions, but why do I like hanging first? Hanging to me is the deep squat for the upper body, right? Now, the majority of times, like we've talked about, the reason people's shoulders are tight is they never actually reach overhead. Now when we hang, we are forced to extend our shoulders entirely under load, under our own body weight, and then we're going to match it with a little bit of breathing and a little bit of positional work to force our abs in so we're not flaring like crazy. So it's going to force us in full shoulder extension while under abdominal flexion. It's gonna open up all this shit. Cool? Try it out. First one, okay, we're gonna hang a normal grip with our toes behind us, dragging slightly arch the other way. Now I want you to take 5 deep breaths. I'm not gonna do them right now, but in the nose, out the mouth. Okay, 5 of those. I'm talking about 100% inhale through the nose, as get as much air into the ribs as possible, expanding sideways, then 100% exhale through the mouth to force your abdominal wall in, which is again is going to increase the shoulder stretch deep inside the shoulder, help loosen it up. Okay. Next up, it's going to be a supinated grip hang with 5 breaths as well. Feet forward, just ribs down as usual. Okay. What this is going to do, again, we are too often in internal rotation. We need to strengthen external rotation, and it's under a deep stretch. So take an underhand grip, and just hang. Take those same 5 deep breaths. Now those breaths I'll use whether it's at the beginning of a workout to help open up someone's shoulders, match with that breath, get the diaphragm going, or at the end to decompress those shoulders. Either side and or at any time of the day, I'd highly suggest y'all to get a little pull-up bar in your house if you don't have a sick-ass home garage like me, and just hang it up, hang every once in a while, do some deep breathing, and let me know how it goes. So again, like the video, y'all, share the channel, let me know what y'all want to go over. Other than that, thanks for listening. Y'all have a wonderful day.